It was a complete tear down and build up from scratch. I mean, they did wheels, they did drivetrain, they did motors, they did bars. I mean, you saw the tanks, right? You saw the paint, shocks. Okay, so we had some bikes that we thought maybe we'll send them to auction. It's wintertime. And Chad came up with the idea, like, why don't we just do a bike build with them?
The concept was drag racing. Long, lean, low bikes, like 80s, 90s drag race, Harleys.
The best thing we ever did was just let them run with it. And it just, showed you the creativity that the technicians have in our team. The silver bike, which was really fun and really cool bike, that's the Skinner, based off Leonard Skinner's gym teacher, Mr. Skinner, who happened to be born in 1933, which is the motivation behind the tank and the style of the bike. They did a lot of cool performance updates with that motorcycle.
Got 11-to-1 forged pistons, and we're gonna run our bolt-in 575 cams. You get the most bang for your buck without spending ridiculous money. A lot of people can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a motor build, but with a couple tricks that we've figured out through our own trials, we've kind of figured out the best combination for things. Lighter wheels, better brakes, slammed suspension, everything's just kind of lean, long, and low.
Green Machine, the green bike, that was a really cool bike. That motorcycle was Lance's team, and yeah, they just started putting pencil on paper and just saying, here's a color combo, and let's just go with it.
It was already kind of a bobber bike, right? And even though we had a sizable budget, I mean, you got to work with what you got. And
then, of course, naturally, they let Derek kind of do his creative artist work that he does so well at, and they just kind of came together.
When we met with Lance, they actually shared a picture with me of another bike that was painted. It had this same style of scallops. It had green, it had black scallops. So he wanted kind of a racy style to it. And I mean, scallops are just a no-brainer. We had this flake on the shelf and it was just perfect right out of the box. Is it gonna be weird that both bikes are scalloped? And I was like, well, we're gonna do them in two completely different styles, so I think it's gonna work. And then also on Colin's tank, he came up with the idea of dishing the tank and asking what it would take to do that. And it's pretty straightforward. Basically just beat it in with a round mallet. The dish tank's been around forever. But a lot of guys will take and cut the tank, they'll cut the sides off and then flip them so that way and you gotta re-weld the whole tank. Well, the problem with that is if you cut the tank, you're still gonna have to do a little body work around where the welds were, and you have a chance of warping all the metal, which would create a lot of body work. So it's a lot easier, a lot better, a lot safer way to go.
There was excitement. It was the time of the year where generally it slows down a bit, right? It's the winter time, and then, the industry in itself slows down, and so to be able to have something that cool and that unique and really that exciting at that time, it just reinvigorated the shop. Man, I thought it was cool how quickly they came together, put a design on. I mean, just mentally when they were talking through it, right? I couldn't picture what they were talking about. And then to see the bike come together, both bikes come together, right? It just was fantastic.
A lot of what we do here is, brand new stuff. But all of our project bikes are twin cams. It's kind of highlighting what we can do with Harley stuff, with aftermarket stuff, to kind of wake them up.